Hello, Stewart families. This is your principal, Audra Goodman, coming to you with this week's Star Review. I want to start off by sending a huge thank you to all of the parents that took the time to either do a phone conference or come into the building. No matter how you connected with your child's teacher, it makes such a huge difference that we collaborate together to support your student. And on that note, I want to talk about your child's educational experience. Education, obviously, when you come into our building, is a heavy focus on academics, but it goes so much far beyond that. Students are learning how to be people and how to learn to interact in daily life in so many settings. Their social skills are vitally important. I don't get to teach inside of a classroom anymore as I once did, but I do every day get to teach your children just how to be amazing people, how to interact with others, and how to work on what we call soft skills. So one area I want to talk to you about is the cafeteria. So every day we eat in the cafeteria as a community. This is a super huge priority for me. I supervise it because I love having a daily connection with the kids, and I think it's just an important skill. They're going to have to eat in the cafeteria when they go to the junior high. In our lives, we have family dinners, we have gatherings, some of you may eat at restaurants. It's really about knowing how to come together and make that space successful. So you can support us at home by having family meals whenever you can. Now, I'm a super busy mom. I'm going to be honest, between my kids' activities, my job, and our schedules, we actually sit down to family dinner every night at 8 o'clock. It's not always the most ideal time, but it's important to me. It doesn't matter if you have a fancy meal. It doesn't matter if you're just popping your frozen pizza in or if it's takeout. It's not about what you eat or when you do it. It's about how you do it and the connection you build with your family. So I'm going to talk to you about a few tips to make family meals successful and also just support us at school and how we eat and the behavioral expectations we have in the cafeteria. One is we sit with a calm body. Eating is not a time to be crazy or dance in our seats or go nuts. It's a time just to relax and enjoy and eat our food. Try to remove any extra distractions and focus on each other. Focus on conversation and talking with one another. Clean up as a community. We clean up as a community in our cafeteria, and you should in your home as well. Give your kids chores. Have them wipe down the tables. Have them clear their plates. Do it as a family unit. It's an excellent time to practice manners because this is going to just be a huge life skill. It's going to help them be successful. Little things like eating over our plate and trying to keep the space around us clean. Especially for our littles, learning how to use utensils properly and how to eat properly is a really big skill, and the more practice they get, the better. Make sure that they have their own eating space. We're not touching other people, we're not touching other people's stuff, and also practice passing things at the table. Passing the butter or the salt, and doing that in a really calm manner, and using a voice that is appropriate to conversation. It's not a time to be super goofy or silly or make wild, crazy noises. It's a time just to talk and use that inside level voices. So those are some things you can do. It doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack time. It doesn't matter if it's at the couch with TV trays or at a table or at a picnic in the park. Find a time to come together and hang out and just practice being together as a family while you share a meal. Another parent tip that we have is about exercise and getting your kids moving. Regular physical activity has so many studies around it. It helps build students' self-esteem. It helps their attention be able to hold longer in classrooms. It also lowers the possibility of health problems like type 2 diabetes. And it also just builds their immune system so they can fight things like common colds and flus, which is going to come up as we enter the winter season. So here's some ideas to increase activity levels in your house. Now, add some movement to that screen time. We all know that kids have screen time. That's totally fine. Set a timer, take a break, have them do 5 jumping jacks. Or if they're going to watch a show, for part of them, have them stand up, have them jog in place or move around a little bit while they're watching. Try to plan family outings that involve movement, whether it be going to a park or taking a hike. You could start some new family traditions. Maybe after you eat a meal or before you eat a meal, you take a quick walk or you do something active together. Have a push-up challenge with your kid. I don't know, get super creative. Get creative. Maybe have a race to get chores done or play music so you can dance around while you do chores. Just try anything you can think of, even parking farther away when you go to the grocery store to cause a little bit of extra walking. Little things make a huge difference. So for our weekly reminders this week, tomorrow is a late start, so drop those kids off no earlier than 10:20 or know that they'll be waiting out front until we open those doors. Our fall bingo night is this Thursday from 5 to 7. It's a ton of fun and it helps support PTA. It is entirely free. You can bring the whole family. You do need to stay with your child at this event. There will be pizza, chips, and water for sale. There might be candy, I'm not sure, but bring a few bucks if you want some snacks. We'll have prizes. It'll be a lot of fun. Kids can dress up and wear their costumes. This is the one chance that they can wear their costumes for that evening to show their friends. And that leads us to our talk about Spirit Week. Spirit Week is coming. We always time this to line up with the Halloween holiday for those of you that choose to celebrate because kids get excited about it. Spirit Weeks are also something we're going to infuse into our year periodically because it's just fun. We want school to be fun. Also, kids have a right to be a little bit goofy, a little bit young, a little bit silly, and take a risk and express themselves. You know, I always dress up and I look weird, and I do that so kids know that it's okay and it's welcome, and it's okay to be yourself. We will give them ideas about Spirit Week every day. I want Spirit Week to be accessible. I want it to be cheap. I want it to be easy. I don't want it to stress you parents out. Use stuff that you have around the house totally works. I'm going to do a quick review of our Spirit Days. Ask your kids, say, what were Miss Goodman's ideas? How can we make this Spirit Week happen for you? Once again, it's not everyone's thing. It's totally optional. So if your kid's like, I want nothing to do with it, it's totally fine. So on Monday is Stuffed Animal Day. So they can bring no more than one stuffed animal. Should be a reasonable size. I told them they could make a stuffed animal out of a sock. They could bring a beat up, battered stuffed animal. All stuffed animals are welcome. It does have to stay in their classroom, so they can't cart it around everywhere, and please no more than one. On Tuesday is Dress Like a Teacher Day, so this will be pretty fun. I think we'll probably dress like students or one of our other teachers. Really simple things. Some teachers always wear cardigans. Maybe a teacher has glasses. Maybe there's a teacher that always wears t-shirts with funny sayings. Get creative with that one. And then on Wednesday is Pajama Day. This can be pajamas. This can just be really comfortable clothes, sweats, shorts, anything goes. Thursday is Crazy Hair Day. We will give long, short, no hair options, whatever works. I stuck this thing in my hair. I think it would count. And then on Friday is our most dressy one, which is Storybook Character Day. Couple rules with that and with all the Spirit Days. We do ask that students don't wear any mask that covers their face. We don't want a lot of face paint because it also covers their face and it's just super messy. We also don't want anything gory or scary because we do have sets to little kids on our campus. So hopefully that gives you some ideas to start turning your wheels, and we will continue to talk to the kids about it. So I hope you had a fabulous weekend, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Thank you so much, and remember, at Stewart, we are a family.